Hey guys, how's it going? This is Elena. Welcome to the channel. Probably here because you're thinking about moving to Costa Rica or Panama. So, well, that's what I help with. Today, maybe some of you who've been following already know that I do events. So I'm already working on event number 11. If you're watching this in the far future, I'm sure there's been more since then. I'm excited about this new event. So maybe I've been obviously chatting about it quite a bit here on the channel. I showed you guys a kind of my process of picking out the new hotel, the process of, actually touring the hotel and showing you guys what it looks like inside. And today I kind of want to talk about what the day-to-day itinerary is looking like. So my other events were all kind of done in the same format. They were in like a 7-day format. This is going to be 3 days, but I don't want you to mistake that for thinking that you're going to learn less, because y'all are going to be busy. Y'all are going to be learning. But I'm also not the type of person. I can't just sit there and listen to somebody going blah, 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 for 8 hours a day in front of a group. So it's going to be dynamic. It's going to be fun. And I wanted to share with you guys. We have like the best lineup of people. And the fact that I've moved the events closer to San Jose, 15 minutes from the airport, makes it so easy for anybody coming in. Last time, we were 3 to 4 hours away. Makes it so easy for the speakers to be able to attend. So sometimes like something maybe would happen last minute and the speaker would have to come in and call in virtually, but the majority of our speakers live up there by where the event is. And it's just going to be awesome. We have such a good lineup. And just because of it, the news format, we're really able to have so much more information. I'm just excited. Okay, so let me share with you a little bit. Well, here's some information that you're definitely going to be learning. So here's about some of the sessions. So of course, I always like to present on relocation timeline, how to make that timeline. Of course, we're going to have residency. We have an amazing expat coach who's going to come and do a session. We have, you're going to learn all about the healthcare system, the private system, the public system, customs and shipping, investments, buying land, building, downsizing and decluttering, building standards, home inspections, construction. Of course, we got to have an expat story in there. So we have a really special expat story by an author who's also written a book about getting to Costa Rica, which is really cool. Bringing pets, so important. That's a majority of people that we work with have pets. Car purchase, we have real estate law, USA, Canada, Costa Rica, tax implications. Sorry, there goes my dogs. They always pick like right when I'm doing a video to play. Crystal, what are we doing? It's always Crystal. If none of you have met Crystal, I'm going to go bring Crystal so you can meet Crystal. She's the one who starts all the drama. I have 3 dogs and 1 cat. Most people don't even know I have a cat. He's very quiet. You always start all the drama, and you get the crazy. You crazy. Yeah, it's you. Okay. Okay. So, U.S., Canada, Costa Rica tax implications. So I want you guys to know that, this information is applicable if you're coming from the U.S., if you're coming from Canada. We've had people coming from other countries too, so it's not just that. But I do get a lot of Canadians, so all the information and everything that we share is going to be information for everybody, not just people in the U.S. Might have some families, so we're going to talk about schools, raising kids. We're going to, other people aren't just thinking about Costa Rica too. So Costa Rica, Panama, Mexico session. How to start a business, what are your responsibilities, how do you have a corporation, what are the overall liabilities and responsibilities that you need to keep in mind when starting one. I really love life design, so just about like designing your life here as well. So we have some different workshops, choosing your area, your rental, healthcare. We have a good session on getting your 60-minute family health plan. What's your emergency plan for moving? Budgeting is so important. Cost of living are huge questions that we get when we're working with people that are moving. So much. I'm not even like there's more down my list. And if you're wondering, well, gosh, Sarah, how are we going to fit all this in? There is it's 3 days. It's 3 full days of information. But again, we're going to have some keynote speakers. We're going to have smaller breakout sessions. We're going to have some workshops, and then we have like this kind of like vendor tables. So then like there's like an hour where you're going to go around to 6 different tables. There'll be six different setups each day of vendors that kind of support that information that we're learning about for the day. So on the website, you'll see, the event definitely has a theme. There's like really prepping for your move, the actual move itself, and then things that you're going to need after your move. So yeah. There's more. The vendors, are going to be bringing pets, the car rentals, the car purchase, again, real estate, your phone service, getting around the country, insurance, escrow and accounting, prescriptions, dental care. We're actually having a dentist come and join the event, having a specialist that we work with who specializes in getting prescriptions filled coming to the event. So, like, you guys are going to have so much of that face to face time. A representative from the VA program here in Costa Rica coming to the event because I do work with a lot of retired military. So, and just different networking groups, people who just do, there's everything. There's everything. I'm so excited. I think you guys are going to love it. So, a little bit of our breakdown of our daily itinerary. Again, this is definitely up for change. And what I like, again, like I said, this is a new format. So, if I do this, we do this event and I'm like, ooh, like this really went well. Or like, I think maybe people need a little bit more time with this information. Then I can always reevaluate that for the future. But definitely, the mornings we have our welcome coffee check-in. We have some keynote speakers. We're always going to have breaks. So we're going to have breaks where people can get up, you can network. We'll have some activities, breakout session, workshop, lunch. Lunch is an hour and a half. So if you're tired, you can go take a nap. You can go enjoy the pool. You can obviously hang out in the lunch area. Morning coffee and snacks is included. Lunch is included. Afternoon coffee and snacks is included. Then we have another, with a round table rotation where you're kind of going around from vendor to vendor. Again, after people are lunch, y'all might come back pretty with your bellies all full, and I don't want you falling asleep on us, so we're going to be more up and about of our chairs, letting our digestive system go through. And then we have another little coffee and snack break, breakout session. And, at the end of each day, I do want to make sure that we're having these like expert panels so that we're getting really questions and things wrapped up each day. The goal is to make sure that everyone leaves the event with, all their questions answered. But after the event, more questions might come to mind. So I do know all of our speakers have always offered to offer that support. You're going to have their direct contact information. You're going to have special workbooks that you're going to be working through during the week. You're going to have all their contact information. They'll always say, yeah, if you have further questions, please reach out. So just know that, if there's a loose end after the event that you need some information on, then that support hasn't totally ended. But yeah, I'm really excited. It's going to be a great format. I'm excited about the place. I'm excited. I'm already picking out the decorations. It's going to, get the ambiance going. These events have always been such a blast. I've always met so many amazing people. And one of my favorite things to see during the events is other people connecting and forming that sense of camaraderie. So I guess that would be one of the bigger differences. We don't have that full 5 full days together, but we have 3 really good full days and a bonus 4th day for those who want to stay an extra day. There'll be an optional activity so we can all do something on that Sunday morning before everyone leaves or kind of goes their separate way. And I already have a lot of people planning scouting trips right now. So we have multiple people that are coming to this next event that I'm planning out their scouting trips. So what they're going to do after the event. A lot of them are coming, they're doing the event, then they're going to continue on their scouting trip because it's going to just give a little bit more insight on what they might want to do with that time. But yay, okay, well, hopefully this kind of gives you some information as to what kind of content you can expect during the event. I don't know, and like I said, just kind of the day-to-day format. So I'm really looking forward for those that'll be joining. If you're kind of seeing this video months later, definitely check out the link below. There'll always be a link for the next event that's booking. I just love doing these. I like having the in-person experiences, kind of cutting them down to 3 days. Again, I can actually fit in a ton more information, weirdly enough. And I can do them more often, which is nice. So doing the whole weeks is just a little bit hard on my schedule, hard on my daughter's schedule. So I think this will be a really good way that these can happen more often and people can get that information and shake hands and meet with experts and network with each other. And it's just going to be an awesome time. All right. So if you're interested in coming, check out the link below. Normally there's a form that you fill out. I'll see that you filled out the form. I'll give you a call and I just send you a link to book your ticket via credit or debit card. Okay, but that's it. All right. If you guys want more information on moving to Costa Rica, check out the rest of this channel and I will see you in the next video.